today's show just said that there is an 8-minute trailer of In the Heights, which is great because I really kind of want to see this movie, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to see anything unless I win the lottery. So, but I do want to know what's going on still. I have to be in the world. So, that there's 8 minutes, I get to watch 8 minutes. So, let me go do that and come back and tell you guys what I think. Okay, so I'm only halfway through the trailer. Yeah, it's not the trailer, it's the first 8 minutes. So, it's funny that I'm the worst kind of psychic because I just said about winning the lottery and she already bought a lottery ticket to Auntie. That's what that means, right? Or it doesn't mean grandma, it means Auntie, right? Anyways, so I don't like that kind of rappy. It's not real rap. I mean, I never watched Hamilton. I took the CD out of the library once. I'm not a big fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda. So I think he had this role that Anthony Ramos or Ramos, I don't know how he says it. I gotta find that out. I'm a horrible person. But I think he had that role, so maybe he's doing it after his style, or maybe that's the way it's supposed to be done. Did he write this? I don't even know. I should find these things out first, but as a film person, film fan, when I would go to movies, best case scenario, I'd like to not know things, especially, you know, just to get a my own fresh perspective. I didn't read reviews ahead of time and stuff like that. I would watch the movie, then go see the review. So far, once they started singing, proper singing, I felt better. Jimmy Smits, though, I'll go finish watching. I'll probably watch it a second time. Stopped it again. I hate neighborhood gossip. Anyways, I'm impressed by the fact that the shelves are completely stocked, so good for him. And I like the color scheme, and that it's all yellow boxes like Lipton and, you know, NutraSweet or whatever, not NutraSweet, whatever one, you know, behind him. So there's a color palette going. But, yeah, Jimmy Smits I like enough. But I don't know about his singing yet. We'll give him a pass because he's been a good guy all these years. We'll see. They're starting to sing now, so I'm gonna go back. Still haven't finished a simple 8-minute piece of movie, but okay, I'll be back. I stopped it again. There's something wrong with me. So Corey Hawkins comes in, and you know, he starts to sing, and I'm like, I start to brighten up because, you know, good voice singing, and then it goes right back to the style of this rapidy stuff. I don't want to be mean, but I want to call that like a lazy sounding kind of rap or a musical theater kind of rap. I don't get it. But when the minute they start singing and it sounds like a proper song, I get excited again. The minute it goes, you know what this reminded me of? There was that one song from Rent that it was that I didn't like. The Tango Maureen, was that it? I don't know how that just came to me. Is that the title? I think it is. Tango something. It was like they were talking instead of singing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm doing my reaction. I gotta be honest. Actually, no. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the talking parts of Light My Candle, Will You Light My Candle, whatever that song is. I don't like the talking singing. When there's conversational singing, but this is not what I mean. This is like dun 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 ba 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 ba. Yeah, I'm going back again. He's gonna lose the store, isn't he? I haven't. I know it was a big Broadway show. I think it won a bunch of Tonys. I don't know the story, but this trailer is making me think he's gonna lose the store. Something bad's gonna happen. Anyways, I'll be back. Okay, so Abuela means grandmother. I looked it up, and the lady, of course, when she comes in and when she starts to sing, it's like, oh, wonderful. Of course, she's the one who's going to come with the voice. And I just looked, so I guess she was in the show. And I do recognize her. I don't remember where from. I'm collecting my thoughts. I'm a very strange person now. Yeah, okay, so she's basically been in everything, which is what I figured, but I probably recognize her the most from the Law and Orders because she's a judge on there. But, okay, so now that I kept stopping myself, I'm gonna go watch it all the way through. I got a vague idea of how I'm going. I can give the movie a rating of only having seen 8 minutes, because I know myself. I know how I respond to musicals and stuff, musicals that have gone before. I already have a feeling what my rating would be, but I'm gonna watch the whole 8 minutes and come back. Okay, so my verdict is, I mean, I can already tell. At the bare minimum, I would give that a 7 out of 10. If I, like I said, I already know. I'm saying I can guesstimate the movie, at the minimum. Now, if watching it all straight through, I'm able to ignore the rappy parts. If I'm just like, why can't that be a little bit more singy? But yeah, the when they sing and especially that dance number, that I really like that dance number. I like the way it's staged. I like the way, you know, you can see all the way down the street the people doing the salsa and hip hop moves, and I really like the way that's staged. I probably will end up watching that part a dozen times today. But yeah, I can tell I would, unless it does something that personally offends me, which I don't really get offended, I could see it. 7, like I said, 7 out of 10 at the bare minimum. I would see that in the theater. I probably would see it a second time. I can already tell. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Lin-Manuel Miranda. I knew that he had a big success before Hamilton. I didn't know it was this in terms of Tonys and stuff. I don't know. Something about him, I don't like him. Not I hate his guts or anything. I'm just like, I don't know. I went to look up his birthday to see if he was a bad sign. He's a Capricorn. I don't mind Capricorns. I have Capricorn rising, so I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know. I guess I don't like it when somebody becomes the go-to person, like even with Hugh Jackman, where he became the go-to person. Oh, there's a musical, get Hugh Jackman, because Hugh Jackman isn't, you know, that great of a singer. I think he's a great dancer, but his singing has always been iffy on me, so I would get aggravated because I was desperate to see musicals and they would just keep going to him. And you know, like when they did Les Mis, I was like, I want to say my stable, in my mind, the actors that I like, the ones I really like, I know so many who are really good singers, and they are good actors and known to be good actors, but because they weren't that A-list go-to guy, Wolverine, they're sitting at home, and he was getting cast to sing in something as big as Les Mis, and that sort of thing pissed me off. But I don't dislike Hugh Jackman. I think he's a great guy. Now this Lin-Manuel Miranda, he is on this other end where, okay, he can create the great stuff, but then when I go see Mary Poppins, I'm like, you know what I mean? So that when they become like the authority or the go-to guy, and then they tout them a little bit too much, you know what I mean? It's the overrated thing, and I'm not saying he's overrated, it's just too rated. You know what I mean? Just too much sometimes. Everybody's saying how awesome somebody is, and then you're like, well, they're okay. When if you didn't hear that, it happens with movies too. Something has too much buzz or too much, and you come to it already hearing all that. You want to see, you know, the most extraordinary thing you've ever seen, and then you show up and it's okay, and you're like, it kind of is annoying. But yeah, so obviously this is his film. Well, I forgot the names of the people who helped on this, but it was his show. So it looks great. Like I said, I don't hate his guts. It's just something where I'm just like, but no, it looks really good. Yeah, I'm gonna be stuck on that big number, that big dance number for now. I hope I see it someday. I will more than likely like it a whole lot. If I was choosing, and like I said, if I won the lottery, I'd go. But if I was choosing in a situation like this, and it was the old world without viruses going around, I could see seeing something like that on IMAX, even though I never thought IMAX was that great. I could see a reason in this case. Because I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking at the vast expanse of that dance number, and I like it a lot. So, yeah, I'm warm too. But, why wouldn't you know about condensed milk? Anyway, yeah, so, why I don't speak Spanish? I'm not Spanish at all. Again, I'm Cape Verdean and Portuguese, which is basically the same thing, but I don't speak Portuguese either. I took French in high school because I'm wicked smart. So useless. And I don't speak it either. But, yeah, that's why I don't know those things. Anyways, it looks good. I would go see it more than once, probably.